Okay, guys, welcome to this year's introduction to microeconomics. I will use online teaching through this semester, and my email is this, and the office hour would be every Tuesday, except the reading week from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. The office hours will be conducted through Zoom meetings, and the link for the room is given here. And this Zoom meeting has no password, so it's easier for you to use. And of course, if this is the first time you use Zoom, I guess you could spend 10 or 15 minutes to learn how to use it. It's quite simple to use. And our first class would be tomorrow, which is it's a Tuesday, and it's September 7th. And the last day of class would be December 8th. I think the official deadline is actually before December 8th. But then there are two holidays. And then we have to extend our semesters until December 8th because of the holidays. And then the middle term would be on October 7th. The time would be your official class time. So it's 11:30 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. And it will be a take-home exam, which means I will give you the exam, and most likely I will use Zoom to proctor the exam. Again, it's possible this is the first time you do this kind of take-home exam. And I will talk about more about Zoom proctoring before the middle term exam. And we do have a reading week this semester, which is October 10th to 16th. So this course is judging from the name, you would know that this is a very basic level introductory course on microeconomics. And basically, we will talk about supply, demand, and these are the basic concepts to understand market equilibrium, to understand market. And then we will briefly talk about production, consumption, and exchange. And then we will talk about different market structures. For example, we will talk about competitive market, and we will talk about monopoly and other different kinds of markets. And since this is this is your first economics class, so we won't rely on a lot of mathematical formulas. And the main methodology will be some basic economic thinking. And we will use a lot of pictures to help you understand this class. And the book I will use is Principle of Microeconomics. I believe the newest edition should be the 8th Canadian edition. But to save you money, obviously, you can use 7th. Or you could use the 6th edition. Okay, now let's talk about the exam and homework policy. I know this is the important part. We have 3 homework assignments. The total percentage of your homework assignments would be 25%. So it's a sizable percentage, right? So my expectation is you should try your best to get almost perfect mark in your homework, because this is the easy 25% for you. And because we have 3 homework assignments, so you can see that for each assignment, the percentage is about 8.3%. And the due dates are at the end of each month. To be more specific, you can see that September 30th, October 28th, and November 25th. And as I said, our time for middle term is October 7th, 11:30 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. And the link for final exam schedule is here. I'm not telling you the exact final exam date because the date has not been determined by the university yet. What else? Okay, so the middle term and final exam will be proctored using a live room meeting. So basically you will sit before the camera and you have to open your Zoom and I can see you and my proctors can see you. And then as to homework assignments, first, there are no makeup homework assignments. So if you have to miss your homework assignments, then you will lose the 8.3%. And if you're late, then there will be a penalty. And you can see that I am imposing the following penalty. That is, after the cutoff time, the penalty is you will lose 10% per 1 hour of delay. Okay, then every time when you submit your homework assignments, then I will tell you how to upload it. So basically we will use Nexus, and in the Nexus there will be a assignment folder, and you will upload your homework assignments using this Nexus assignment folder. Now, finally, which is also very important, you have to combine all your scanned pages of your assignment into a single file. Of course, first, you have to take a photo of each page of your homework, and then you have to carefully combine all pages into a single file. And please make sure these pages are in correct order, right? That is, the first problem should be on the first page. The last problem should be on the last page. This is important because if you put different problems into random orders, then it's possible that your marker will not be able to find a specific problem. Then you will lose points. And it's also important you give me a single file. If you give me 10 pages, then it's very hard for me to organize your homework. And it's also possible that with so many pages, if I lose one page again, it will be inconvenient and you will be not happy, right? And I also have this specification. That is, please name your file as last name and student number. The most important part is student number. The reason is I have written a program which will match your student number with your email address. And with this kind of match, the program will be able to send back your homework. So if you don't give me your student number, then the program will not be able to send back your homework. And I'm sure you prefer me to give you back the homework, right? Okay, about middle term exam. So basically there will be no makeup middle term exam for this course. And if you have some difficulties, then you have to tell me, you have to give me the valid reason. And I will move the weight of your middle term exam to the final exam. That is, if you can give me a valid excuse, then the percentage of your middle term will be essentially 0. And the percentage of your final exam will be 75%. Okay, delivery. So lectures will be delivered through recorded course videos. And I will post these videos to Nexus, but these videos will be hosted on YouTube, and you will find video links in Nexus. And these videos will basically cover my lecture notes and examples and how to solve these examples. As I said, office hours will be through Zoom, and the time is 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. and you have the link. And finally, everything will be posted on Nexus. And obviously, you have to learn how to use Nexus properly to learn effectively in this class. Okay, here we have this course schedule. And you can see that this is a 12-week course schedule. The reason is, yeah, we have a 13-week semester, but we have like this 1 week reading week. So the actual length is just 12 weeks. And we will learn some basics. And then we will focus on market equilibrium. So to understand market equilibrium, we will learn about supply and demand, because these are the basic components of a market. And by understanding these basic components, then you will understand equilibrium. And then based on our understanding of market equilibrium, we will talk about some applications, such as we will introduce elasticity, and we will use this notion of elasticity to talk about interesting applications. And then we will talk about taxes and its regulation. Then we will talk about international trade and externalities. And all these several sections are based on the understanding of supply and demand. So I have to say that it's really important to understand supply and demand. And if there is only one takeaway you want to get from this class, I would say it's about supply and demand. And then we will talk about different market structures. That is, we will talk about firms and how they compete against each other. And to understand firms and their competitive behaviors, we will start from the production function. So we will learn the costs of production. Then we will talk about different kinds of markets and firms. So we will start from the very basic one, that is the competitive market. And then we will talk about the monopolistic market. And then we will go with the monopolistic competition. And then we will use the basic game theory to understand oligopoly. And then we will talk about labor market. Okay, so that's the overview of this class. And also this is, I guess this is the basic understanding of this course's syllabus. And if you have any more questions, as I said, you can send me an email, and you can see my email is here. Or you could wait until Tuesday, and then you could talk to me using Zoom.